Let's begin on the ground, supine position, but first, let's get to the ground. So I want you to take that gentle zip up, pelvic floor, navel, ribs, shoulders, head, stacked. Even when we get down to the ground and when we get up from off of the ground. A little bit loose with the ab ribbon. Let's go down on our side here. Okay, keeping that ribbon a little bit loose. Just a little bit loose, not overly sucking in. And now we're on our back here. And now let's close our eyes and let's practice our breath cycle. Just once, and then we're gonna go right into a posterior tilt to begin. Close your eyes, relax your face, and let's get ready for our zip up, our 6 count. And pelvic floor lifts, navel, ribs, shoulders, head, double engaged inhale. Loosen your ribbon, 2 engaged inhales, 2, released, 2. And that's it. Now we're going to gently move our pelvis to a posterior tilt. So it's fully flattening the low back, gently pressing the ribs back. And once you find this position, keeping the hips nice and relaxed, we're going to go into 1 breath cycle, beginning with our zip up activation. Let's close our eyes, get ready, hear it in the music. Zip up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Double engaged inhale, 2. Pelvic floor, loosen your ab ribbon, 2 engaged inhales, 2 released inhales, 2. Now we're going to move to a neutral spine. So I want you to settle that tailbone down and also be heavy with your ribs. A little bit of space in your low back. Put your hands on your pelvis. The hands should be nice and level to the ground, leveling your pubic bone with those upper pelvic bones. Close your eyes. Now we're just going to breathe into this neutral spine. Zip up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Engaged inhales. 2. Low. Close your eyes. Lifting the pelvic floor. Loosen your ab ribbon. Driving those ribs down. 2 engaged inhales. 2. Released. 2. Now we're gently going to move back to a posterior tilt. In the posterior tilt, we're going to perform our clamshells. But first, we'll go through our zip-up activation. So let's get nice and engaged. Find that posterior tilt, flattening the low back, closing the ribs. Get ready for your zip-up. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 engaged inhales. Now slowly moving that right leg. Ribs equally pressing down. Loosen your ab ribbon. 2 engaged inhales. 2. Released. 2. Zip up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 engaged inhales. 2. Other leg clamshell. Keeping that rib down. Loosen your ab ribbon. 2 engaged. 2. 2 released. 2. Zip up. 1, 2. You're staying in posterior tilt. 2 engaged inhales. Now that right leg comes to tabletop gently. Keeping the low back connected to the ground. Loosen the ab ribbon. 2 engaged inhales. 2. Released. 2. Zip up other side. All the way up on 6. 2 engaged inhales. 2. Tabletop puff. Only lift that leg. If you can loosen your ab ribbon by that loud shish. 2 engaged. 2. 2 released. 2. Now relax that for a moment. Now at this point, we're going to go to our neutral spine and perform those 2 movements. So settle that tailbone down, settle the ribs down. Make sure your face is relaxed. Make sure your neck is relaxed. So easy to create chronic tension when trying to train the core. So neutral spine, we're going to our zip up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 engaged. 2. Now we're doing that clamshell. Keep this rib down. Loosen the ribbon. 2 engaged. 2. 2 released. 2 zip up. Neutral. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 engaged. 2. loosen the ribbon, 2 engaged, 2, 2 released, 2 zip up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on a hiss, 2 engaged, 2, now tabletop, staying in neutral, loosen your ribbon, 2 engaged, 2, 2 released, 2, zip up neutral, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 engaged, 2, keep that pelvic floor, loosen your ribbon, 2 engaged, 2, 2 released, 2. Now from here, we're going to bring our hips up into a bridge. You are going to perform a posterior tilt. For the first time through, feet are sit bone width apart. You're pressing your ribs into the ground because we want to focus on closing those ribs with our engaged exhale. So get ready for our zip up activation on a hiss. Hiss 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 engaged, 2. Gently squeeze in the glutes, loosen your ribbon, 2 engaged, 2, 2 released, move to neutral, zip up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, still squeezing those glutes, inhale, inhale, well, connect those ribs to the ground, you're loosening your ribbon, 2 engaged, 2, 2 released, 2,